Oh, you know what? I need to be getting my... Well, I'm not getting too much loot, but... I think we can probably do T14 in most cases. Not all cases. There's a couple levels we won't be able to touch still, I think. And I bet we could do T15 if we got lucky enough with the hits and everything. It's just always going to be really risky. Hey, Nebella. Why not use the other build to farm T15 so you get better gear? Well, the other build was also risky in T15. The problem with the other build is it didn't have the deep to consistently get gold in T15. It's actually one of the reasons I switched. Oh, that was really weak. Still pulled it off. So the reason that I switched builds is because I need a higher damage build. And that's what this build provides. This build is much higher damage. But now I just need to get the survivability up. And then I think we'll be able to do T15s no problem. Yeah, the DPS on this build is really much better than the other builds. Also, the maneuverability is a lot better. And since it's all about getting the time in these things, the maneuverability will really help with that. Yano? Don Shiano. There we go. That's what I'm talking about right there. If we can make it all click, it works so well. Boom. Can you imagine if we had the plus 25% to elite power up on our armor? Give me flock. Is there a penalty for dying? Yeah, you don't get any loot. Which is honestly the worst penalty that I could possibly think of.
More of them.
Okay. Horrifying is what it is. Oh, God, he's working. See ya! Jerks.
All I'm missing is some elevator music.
Actually, you do get loot for dying. Yeah, you do.
Whatever that thing is, that switch.
You just don't get it nearly as much. Oh, and you don't get resources, pod resources. Which are kind of important.
Whoa.
Whoa! Holy crap!
There's an elevator in this lab.
Is that Outriders co-op? Yep.
The elevator should lead to the heart of the facility.
Oh, crap.
Well, that was pretty nice. Oh no. Is there a dude stuck under the ground? God damn it, game. God damn it. Wait. Damn right.
Shira, about those energy spikes? The insurgents had a functioning power cell down here.
What did you do with it?
It's disabled. I'll see if Zahidi can't take a look at it. And I found a pod down here.
You saved some lives today, Outrider. I would expect
Yo, we just took a
nothing less from
T-15.
you.
And this build isn't even done.
Detected. Access granted.
Okay, okay. Sorry, I my chair, something happened to my chair there. That was weird. Hey, Mad Mom, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Of course, no armor, but that's okay. Wait, did we get any armor? Wait, did we get legendary? Huh. That's kind of wild. Shots. Wait. What? Shots link up to 5 enemies in a 5-meter radius of the target and deal 79,000 damage to each of them? Like you shoot one and it automatically... That's kind of cool. We got that one earlier. We can break this one down. Although I don't know if it's level 50. We'll check. Light bearer. Oh, dude, it's a bunch of gas masks wrapped around a gun. Oh, that's crazy. That's super cool. That looks like something you'd find in Stalker, doesn't it? Critical shots cause explosions that inflict toxic on enemies. Oh, that's a frickin' Technomancer gun. Oh. Wow. Reloading creates a strong blast around you, dealing 387,000 damage. Every 8 seconds, though. But damn. That's a lot of damage, dude. And look at that thing. Dude, I'm going to say this right now. This game has some of the best looking legendary weapons in any game. Like, they're all super high res, super detailed. They're kind of related to their name. Every one of them looks completely unique. Like, they really nailed it with the legendary weapons. They really did. They're super cool. Look at that. Look at that. That stuff even like flat goes back and forth when you turn it. It's got freaking cloth physics on it. It's so cool. Huh. Okay. Let's see. Oh, we'll go ahead and put these boots on. We need to break down some stuff now. Because I need more stuff. I need more stuff. Oh, it's not. Oh, sniper damage. Your stats, though. Okay. Oh. Oh, yo. We can buy that thing now. I just realized. I think we can.
Life on Enoch's just seeing worsening versions.
First, let's take a look here.
Humanity. You've proven that all it takes is a few good people to make a difference.
Okay, we'll have to get the close range damage up a little bit later, but it's only like 2% down, so it's not a huge deal. There we go. Nice. Okay. Good. Good, good, good. That extra cooldown reduction is going to be nice. That's almost 8%. Not bad. Not bad. All right, let's break all this down. And I'll break you down too. And those are just an upgrade, so we can take it. Did you? He got back the items I already bought from him. Didn't we already buy those? Huh. Anyway, whatever. Okay. Range. It's level 50? Yeah, no, it definitely was. Okay, so I'm going to go in and basically just like abandon this. We can break that down. But I do want to see, like, I just want to see what this does. God, this looks, it's going to look weird. That looks gnarly, doesn't it? Strange. All right, so this is going to... It's weird that the third thing is healing received, because that doesn't work solo. Like, I wonder... Okay, hunt the prey does not consume cooldown when teleporting behind an enemy marked with Venator's knife. What does hunt the prey on it? Oh, this says Dance of Death. Okay, let's just change that to something else for now. Just for giggles. We will turn this back later. But I'm going to do the one where it inflicts damage. Yeah, because this is going to be funny. Okay. Okay, so again, I'm not really gonna like this is just for funsies. Nice skirt, thank you. This is just for funsies.
Ryder,
This build is completely unoptimized. I'm missing key skills. We're just seeing how it works. Oh, okay. So I'm kind of starting to. So we still need to be kind of careful with it, because if we do a wrong one, wait, why did that one not get marked? If we do it wrong, oh, the effective.
Sorry, Elvira. I should never have asked you
Okay.
to go out there.
It's kind of cool, but at the same time, it's not like, it's not that strong. And if we miss and teleport behind one that isn't marked, then we get a cooldown. It's what would make that skill incredible is if the ability was on cooldown, you could still warp to somebody. But that's going to take like you're going to have to be super good at targeting, especially when there's lots of mobs. And if you accidentally go to the one that's not marked or that's already been marked, then it's not going to work. You see what I'm saying? Like it removes the mark, because when you warp to it, you do damage to the enemy, and that means the double damage is gone and the mark is used. So the mark gets used when you warp to an enemy. It's not like everything gets permanently marked. So it's cool, but it's like it's certainly not overpowered. It's certainly not overpowered. I'm trying to think if there's a situation where it would be overpowered. The only way it would be if you had every single enemy marked in an area, and then you could one-shot kill it when you warp to it. So you'd have to use like a pump shotgun, maybe even on the lowest variant for the highest damage. So like you'd mark everything and then warp, one shot, and then you could spam it again, one shot, spam it again, one shot, spam it again, one shot. Like that's how you need to do it. But like in that last scenario where there's one gigantic dude, if you accidentally warp to him at any point, and it's going to want to warp to him because the way the soft targeting works is like it goes to, you know, whatever you're closest to based on its size. If you warp to him accidentally, then the whole thing falls apart. So it would become a lot more difficult if there were a lot of enemies and one giant enemy that you couldn't kill in a single warp, basically. Yeah. Huh. Still, though, if we could get a good enough shoddy and then build enough DPS and then warp to a small enemy first to get the crit buff, maybe that could work. I'm certainly gonna hang on to this stuff. Like maybe we could get that to work. We'd really have to play with it. And like on this, for instance, we'd probably take off Sniper's Blades and put something more useful there. We'd probably take off Boomerang. Well, maybe we would keep Boomerang Blades, honestly, because we would want to mark everything. So that's something we might keep. In which case we could replace the slow, because we wouldn't need the slow quite as much since we're using the blades so much. And on this one, we've removed sharpening. Yeah, we'd remove sharpening because 20k extra damage is nothing at T5. It's nothing. It's literally a tenth of a single shot. It's nothing. So I mean, it's workable. It's workable. If I got one of the things we're on the lookout for right now is a pump shotgun, because I want to use a pump shotgun in this build anyway, because I think it would be a little bit more effective. So if we can get a good pump shotgun, we can kind of go back and revisit that. That'll be cool. What's my expedition tier? 15. I'm T15. Beat Eye of the Storm today, actually. All right, we're gonna take you back, and we're gonna put that there. You there too. Did I just have an item disappear? Wait. Didn't I have 2 of those rifles? Oh, there it is. They don't put them next to each other. Oh, that's weird. Okay, cool. That's strange. I was looking right next to each other. All right, we're gonna break the lower level one down because we don't need it. We've got a higher level one. You could be doing 800k plus per shot with a one-shot rifle with both of your reload attacks. Sham, I do 1 million already with this one, so I could do even more. So after a couple drops now, are the legendaries actually good or mostly gimmick or Borderlands gimmicky? Well, here's the thing, background gamer. The way this game works is kind of interesting because the legendaries themselves are not always useful, but they many times have an incredibly good mod, and if you break the legendary down, then you can get the mod and put it on another gun. So like, I'm not using the legendary that the Embalmer's Rage came off of this, but I'm definitely using the effect from it. So even though the legendary itself wasn't super useful, it was still amazingly good getting it because I'm using the mod as like a cornerstone of my build. So yeah, I will say that I would like them to make legendaries a little bit more interesting. And I think they could do that by adding a mod in here that would allow you to swap substats on legendaries. I think it'd be cool if you could click on a legendary and you could swap these stats only on legendary weapons. I think that would make them legendary. So you could actually choose like what you could tailor a legendary to your build. I think that would be super, super cool. Another fun thing would be if they allowed you to pay titanium to re-roll the stats of a legendary. That would be cool too, because it really sucks when you get a legendary, but its damage is just a terrible roll because you already got the rare legendary, but because it gets a bad roll, it's like you can't use it. It's dumb. Legendaries should be legendary. Legendaries should be amazing. So let us use the farmable stuff we're doing, and don't give us a good roll, but just let us re-roll it. Let us re-drop it, you know? I think that'd be pretty cool. No, I don't think 3 mods on legendaries. I think that's too much. Because, I mean, arguably the mod synergies right now are already in some cases nearly broken. So making it so legendaries, everyone would be forced to use a legendary. And I don't really like that. I don't think you should be forced to use a legendary. Unless they allow you to upgrade purples to legendaries with an obscene amount of resources. So if I could click on any purple and just improve it to a rarity for 10,000 titanium to legendary, and it would never drop that way. You could only make it legendary by upgrading it. Then having legendaries have 3 mods, I think would be okay. But even then, I mean, you have to think about it. The entire game is balanced around 2 weapon mods. Having a gun that could like shots inflict bleed on enemies, and then you have like, then that synergizes with all the bleed stuff in your other thing, and then it's like, there's just too many things, man. There's too many combinations that would just be like ridiculous. There's too many combinations that would be ridiculous. It would just be too much. Also, the amount of DPS, like the DPS stuff you could put on a gun would be nutty. One shot would be dealing like hundreds of thousands of damage between the 3 different things. Especially if you stack like 3 tier 3s. I don't know. This seems like it could be a little much. Seems like it could be a little much. But I mean, who knows, man? Maybe you know, if they made a high enough tier, maybe it would work fine. Yeah, maybe it would work fine. I don't know. It's crazy. Shots inflict bleed. Then every time you shoot it again, it causes every enemy around it to bleed. And then make it so all of your shots crit. And then have the armor mod that makes it so shooting bleeding enemies or killing bleeding enemies gives you 50% ammo back. It's just like, oh, hi. Just oh my lord, dude. That'd be yeah. So many nutty things. Anyway, I gotta get out of here. Thank you all so much for being here. I am still really enjoying Outriders. I think we'll probably do Outriders tomorrow for the cozy stream. But I think tomorrow morning, I think I want to try Evil Geniuses. I think we're going to try Evil Genius 2 tomorrow morning and give that game a try and see how it is. Then I think we have drop frames in the afternoon as well. So we got all sorts of stuff going on. Should be fun. Should be fun. Anyway, dudes, thanks for being here. Hope you have a great morning, afternoon, or evening wherever you are around the globe. As always, thank you so much for spending some of your life here. I appreciate it. Hey, good to see you, Kilo Spartan. And I'll see you fine folks tomorrow morning for Evil Genius and probably more Outriders.